All right, y'all. It's time. It's time. It's time for Inside Stepping. So, tonight, y'all, we got a great show. And I'm going to tell you why. Why? Because the get down is real. And if you don't know what that means you ain't been stepping long enough. But I'm going to say it again. The get down is real. Now, we got a special guest coming on this evening. My man, my homie, Mr. Tony, brick to the old school, chef to the new school, Bowen. So y'all, give my man a warm welcome. Mr. Bowen, how are you today, sir?
Hey, top of the evening to you, Mr. Bowen.
Yes, sir, yes, sir.
And the viewers, top of the evening to you.
Yeah, it's good to see you, my brother. Good to see you.
Man, it's even better to be here to be seen to see you.
Yeah, look, my man Chase Day real good about saying that. With my man Chase, he say, it's better to be seen, you dig? So that's right, man. Right. That's right. Man, so look at here. Y'all out there in Inside Steppin' Land. I'ma just tell y'all like this. It's always an interesting time when the stepping world comes together, and they just had a big old thing out there in Virginia, and it looked like it was a pretty good set. I believe Tika did her recap on it today. I heard it was a really good set. Now, Tony, right quick, I saw something out there that I thought was really interesting, and this is a first. I love when we see firsts and stepping. Good first, by the way. Right. They had a silent stepper set. You ever heard of that before?
Oh, say that again, or what?
A silent stepper set.
Okay.
You know what that is? Check it out.
They dance without the music.
They had on headphones. Now the different color headphones signified different types of music. So if you had on steppers music headphones, you were stepping, and they had hip hop and some other ones. I thought that was a very neat idea. I heard it was really fly. So that's something different. I like that. I like when people come up with something different that's creative and it's good. I don't like when they try to reinvent the wheel, but we're going to get into that in just a minute.
Right.
And, here we are, y'all, in 2022, and we talking about tonight, y'all, we going to, some toes is probably going to get stepped on. Now, I'm taking my time about bringing up what we about to bring up, because this one here going to get good, y'all. This going to be a good one. So let me give shouts out to my man Damon out there in Virginia for that set. They say it was a really, really good set, and it's always good.
I got calls about it. They said it was pretty nice, and plus my buddy Taboo, he's out that way. A lot of them legendary Taboo, but I got calls. Pete, I talked to Pete. Pete told me, for it to be, I believe it's the fourth set or something. Pete said it was his first. It was nice, so. I mean, that's pretty good. Maybe one year I get a chance to check it out.
Okay, yeah, that sounds like a winner. I was actually supposed to go out there, and I had some other pending things happening, so I couldn't make it. Okay. Now, Mr. Bowen.
Yes, sir.
From what I heard, little birdie told me, I heard that you, sir, on top of letting us all know over the last couple of years, that the get down is real. Not only is the get down real, but you getting ready to bring the heat with the get down.
Yes, I am.
Man, tell us what we looking forward to.
Well, first I'm gonna give it to you. The reason I chose to do this.
Okay.
Get down. It's what it was though, and what made it so popular. Even stepping with us. When I came into stepping. Back 45 years ago, this is what was happening. This is what brought my attention to stepping. It wasn't and before that it was bopping, all that. But when I seen getting down, we call it, it's really stepping. We just changed. We put another name on it, call it the get down, because that's what we were doing.
Yeah, that's new though. That's kind of a new thing, and it is cool, because hell, I mean, we got to give it some kind of name, because I ain't gonna lie to you, I personally don't really care for what we call it, man on man, that kind of thing. I don't even know where that came
Right.
from. When did
And
that start?
That's right. Well, see, it was man on man came because that's what it was at first. It was that, and it wasn't nothing else. Because
Well,
when we came together,
I
because
know,
even
but we
then,
didn't call it that though. We just called it stepping.
We just called it stepping. Yeah, we didn't
Right.
call. There's somebody else came up with man. We just called.
Yeah.
We just came to the set, and we got down.
Dance.
and
Matter
here
of
was
fact,
guys, that's it.
we ain't even call it stepping. We just said we going dance.
Yeah.
So
And so
yes.
a lot of times, even back then, some guys would holler out while you was getting out, go to work. A lot of guys
Right.
call. They say, get a lot. You hear a lot of stuff back then. You know what I'm saying? Because they buddies was out there, and you was out there like compete, and it was most guys from who had been stepping, who were some of the best, would do that. You didn't get anybody up in that to get that. You had to have that heat. You want.
Well,
Let me make this clear.
first of all, you better be able to get in without getting
Right.
your head peeled. You understand me?
Right.
When last time you
you
seen somebody get their head peeled?
This is not for everyone.
That's right.
When you run up there on that floor and we going in and going at it, make sure you can handle it. Because if not, you're going to get caught up in the sauce. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't going to be too good for you.
It ain't gonna be
So,
cute. It ain't gonna
It
be
ain't
cute.
going to be cute. No, man. So now we didn't play. That was when we did that, it was no holds barred and wasn't nobody playing. Everybody was serious.
right.
We was having fun, but we was serious. We was trying to outdo each other, man. We was getting down. Playing. So now today, my reason, like I say, doing it because I see some people taking it somewhere else.
Man, what you
That
talking
it,
about?
That it shouldn't be going.
Nah. And that's what
I
prompted you to do what you doing, right?
I refuse to allow that to happen like it happened with our stepping game.
Now,
When they changed up a lot of things.
let's put a bookmark right there. I want to put a
Okay.
bookmark right there. And the reason I'm going to put a
Right.
bookmark right there, because I got to read something. Just to reiterate
Right.
what you just said. And it's
Okay.
funny you mentioned it, because here we go. We about to go down the rabbit hole, y'all. Y'all ready?
Okay. What you got? Let me hear.
Now, this little message was sent out by our man, Irie Israel, the cat
Okay.
in the hat.
Mr.
Mr. Stepper-Gansler, you dig?
Old school cat in the hat.
Yes, sir. Old school cat in the hat. Now, he put out a message because the gentleman by which for which he put this message out is not a social media kind of guy.
No.
So he asked Irie to put this message out into the world so that the world could have this information.
Okay.
Now, when I saw this, I thought it was extremely interesting because it reflects my very attitude and yours, along with
Okay.
many others who are less vocal than you and I.
Right.
And it reads, Steppin Gucci sent me this text requesting me to post it on my page. Remember, I'm only the messenger. Starting out. Note, in the notebook and history of Steppin, from its birth, turns alone, y'all heard that, turns alone cannot speak for Steppin, only footwork can speak for Steppin, from which it was created. Turns complement the dance, but it can't dominate the dance. If you're doing more turns than footwork, then your dance is called turning, not stepping. No matter how much you turn and wiggle, it's still not stepping. No matter how much you turn and wiggle, it's still not stepping.
Who you say wrote that?
Steppin Gucci. Okay.
Gucci, legendary Gucci.
Uh-huh. Now, no matter, okay, when real steppers get on the floor, the only thing the audience looks to is their feet, footwork. not terms. Beginners and laymen to the world of stepping, beware. Here's a warning, y'all. You will spend a fortune learning nothing. You will spend your life savings, mortgage money, car note and bill money on learning nothing. And for the women, you will be from bedroom to bedroom trying to learn nothing. Only original steppers. Let me say that again. Only original steppers. Maybe they didn't hear me, Tony. Only original steppers. You understand me?
Right.
Who created the dance can teach you. Yes, through time, everything evolves, but not for men to be wiggling their butts like women. And turning like Six Flags. Come on now. There's got to be some masculinity with men. Men cannot and should not be trying to step softer than the women. Wow, Gucci. This is only a pull-up to the stepper community at large. Step your game up and step your stepping up. And if I offended anyone, I meant to. From an original stepper, Gucci. Do I need to say any more?
He need applause for that. Give him applause.
He need to drop the mic.
Yes.
Hey, how you say? Hit them applause on it for the
give him
the man.
Applause, because you know what? I couldn't. You know what? I couldn't have said that, nor could I wrote that any better. The way he put that is true.
Absolutely.
You know, I speak that all the time. And you know what's funny? Me and Gucci never discussed that. Wouldn't know about none of that. What we discuss, he'll see views, but we don't. But because we know the truth, you know what I'm saying? And it's like what he said, man. And my thing with that, what you read, I hope people take heed from that because it's the truth.
Well, here's the thing. We could talk about the problem, but what we got to talk about is the solution. Because this is a situation where it's kind of like how people change narratives of things. We know, you and I know, a lot of people know how this dance originated, the part that we do.
Right.
We know the origin before us.
Right.
But the part that we do, in terms of its name and its preservation, is necessary for us to now begin to step forward. So here's what's happening. Just like you just said, you and Gucci didn't have that conversation, but y'all feel the same way. It's kind of the same thing with not just y'all, but all he did was speak words that are resonating throughout the community, particularly from old and original steppers. He just said it. He just put it out there. Okay? And I'm glad that finally, and this is one of the things that I'm pushing toward with this show, is bringing them old faces and those old names back into the game and letting their voices be heard, because they've been silent for a long time, which is unfortunate, because now we need to be documenting this dance, and we also need to be making sure that it doesn't become a bastardized version of what we once did. And I used to say all the time, that shit y'all doing ain't stepping. Give it another name. Call it something else. Okay? I've said this on this show before, and I'm going to say it again. I'm going to say two things, and then I'm going to let you have it, Tony, because I know you got something to say.
Go ahead.
Number one, when I was coming up in this stepping game, and I would be up in the other place, in some of these other spots when I was young,
right.
And them old women would tell me, because they was older than me, these is women who came from the bop era, and they'd tell me, don't spin me. Now, they look at me knowing I'm young, you understand? And I'm, you know, because we still would do some turns, but we wasn't doing them turns like they doing them now. And she'd tell you, don't turn me. I learned that these women don't want to be spun all over the damn floor at an early age. But that was also in the stepping heyday, you know, when before this thing became a mainstream activity for everyday squares, because everyday squares wasn't doing this. Now, am I right or wrong?
Right.
Now, my other story is this, and I've said this, especially in the last probably 6 months on this show, and those who follow this show know, and they've heard it before, and I'm going to say it again. as a man, as a lead in this dance, if you can't stand in front of a woman for 3.5 to 4 minutes and dance with her without putting her through 10 turns, through two turns, you can't dance. If you ain't got no footwork like this letter just read, you can't step. That is not stepping. Take it away, Tony.
You were correct. And see, first of all, you know, and the thing is with people, you got to understand. Like I said, we try to give y'all the history. Some of y'all who
the ones that want it.
That want it, because you need to know it, because you'll understand things a whole lot better. You know, that we try to tell you, and not just even show you. And see, that's my whole reason for bringing the Get Down Jam Session class, because now that we just gonna be getting down and showing you, I'm bringing a lot of old school guys who don't even come out. You know, I know all the old school legends, the ones that's here. I know the ones that they ain't never even seen that don't come out. I've called a lot of them. I want them to come down there because I want them to get that atmosphere. I want them to see. You know what I'm saying? And we want to teach, even the young, the new school, you know, we want to see them do it because that's who it's for. We want to see y'all do it. It's not hard. Some people try to make it like it's hard. It's not that hard. If you really want it, learn it, you can do it. It takes energy. It takes energy. You got to have energy. You got to have stamina.
Right.
Now, but I know most of you young dancers and new school dancers should have way more energy than us old school dancers. And if we can do it, everybody should.
That's right.
And that's the thing about it. So I want to do it because, like I say, I'm one of the originals. I came in with this dance. I came in with the Get Down. I didn't come in with nothing else. I didn't come in. I watched bopping. I bop sometimes. I walk. We walk where we get after we get down. Walking been around. Walking has never stopped. Walking has been around since the beginning of Steppin, and it's still around. That was one of the main things we did. It wasn't nothing else. It was that Get Down. Walk out the bop. After you carried on from bopping, you was walking, and you was stepping, and you was getting down. That's all you seen.
Well, you know, too, one of the things about walking, since you brought that up, one of the things about walking that I think also is lost on this newer generation of steppers is the fact that back in them days, we slow dance, too. See, and not since don't nobody slow dance no more. That was our version of the slow dance that a stepper set.
Yeah.
You got your walk on.
Yeah.
And now nobody slow dances anymore, so that's like a lot of people don't kind of let that go. Tony, we got a question right here. My man on the YouTube channel, C1s, he said, are there any videos out there showing exactly how it's done? Limited turns. He would love to see that. Now there are becoming more and more videos coming forward because we have more people that are finally beginning to move toward and gravitate toward what Tony and I are discussing tonight. Because it is becoming more of a necessity for us to not lose what made this dance what it is. Without the things that we did prior to the 8 count, y'all don't have an 8 count. Y'all don't have a dance at all.
No, at all.
Unfortunately, last month we lost one of the living legends. He is now with the ancestors. My man Tyrone
rest in peace,
Winfield. May he rest well. Here was a person who refused to let go of that legacy and was a pioneer. Not only a pioneer, but a person in the game who kept that light lit. And so it's our duty as original steppers to make sure that that light stays lit at this point. So
as you speak on that, he was, Ty Skippy, when he was living, he was the first person that I went to because I knew, when I came in, I was looking at Ty Skippy to get it. I was talking by other guys when he came in, he was watching. Look, Mike, that's who gave it to me, guys like that. And so when I decided to do it, I called him. But it was hard to catch, once we discussed it, it was hard to catch up with him to get with him to do it. So, when this unfortunate situation happened and I was thinking about it, I said, now's the time, better than ever, because if not, it'll be lost because it don't seem like other guys will even get up to even do it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's mandatory with me to do it at every party, at every party I go to, every set. I'm going to demand it. I'm going to request it. Because the people need to know. Because if it wasn't for this and anything before this, 80% of these steppers out here stepping now wouldn't even be stepping.
That's right. Absolutely right.
I'm going to repeat this again. If it wasn't for what we do, the original, and the dances before, it wouldn't be nothing else out here to do.
That's right.
The new school dance that they do was like a piggyback, really, truly, off the get down. It's just that somebody took it and they changed it and they did other things with it. You know what I'm saying? And now I'm a listen here. I am a witness to that because I was trying to teach it to the person. You see what I'm saying? When they came to me, they wanted to get down, but it was difficult, and they did some other things with it.
Right.
That's why you see it's a kind of up tempo. It's just not to get down in ref form. That's all. You know, so, and that's like I said, not too many people know that, but me and the person who did that.
Right.
See what I'm saying? And I don't speak it, but I let people know because, see, they need to know where new school came from. They just come out. It didn't come out somebody just created, thought about that. No, that came up. That was like a fallback off of what we was already doing. You know what I'm saying? Because the people who were doing it, they were doing the old school originals. You know what I'm saying? So I said the reason I'm doing it because it need to be out here. It need to be done. They need to do it. It's the only dance. Say this again. The only dance and step where people will stop dancing to watch.
Take that part. That part.
Video.
And still, right now today.
And we've been doing this since the 70s, the same way. The same way. What I did, let me tell you what we did. I don't know who got this footage, but if they on here, if you was there, if you got that footage, please put it out there. What we did that had never been done at a set, because it was Skippy. We was all doing the get down. So we was getting down and we was standing around and they played another song. And we were looking at each other because we had already just finished getting down, and you know how that is.
Yep.
They was out there.
Tired.
Right. So
but now you know Ty Skippy was like the Energizer Bunny. That dude had a battery in his back.
So I'm like, we can't just be standing around. This song playing, I think it was Fred Wesley, the Horny Horns. That was playing. And it's like, no, we can't just let this go. So I hollered out, hold on. I was there, Scorpio, Footwork James, Josh, Sean Bandy, it was a lot of us. And for James them being in there and Josh, I hollered out, footwork only. And we all took turns in the name of Skippy, one by one, putting that real footwork down.
Oh,
that
man.
is one of the best. That is one of the, we have never done that at a party. Never. And man, the footwork that came from that, you was unbelievable. I even did some stuff that I knew I was up there doing it, but I knew it was a spirit that I had to hit it hard. And I did some things. I did some things out there that I hadn't done in so long, man. And it was like, man, I don't know who video. Somebody got half of it, but I want to know if you got it from the beginning. Please put it out there so the people could see what the film.
Where was y'all at? Where was y'all at when that happened?
We was at Skippy's repass at the Grand Ballroom.
Okay. I'm gonna check with Denise Steiger, because you know she videotaped everything. She's the video queen.
She got half of it.
Oh, okay.
She didn't really get the. She didn't
the
get
whole thing.
No, you had to get it from the beginning.
Okay.
You know
I
what I'm
got
saying?
you. I'm gonna say this right here about what you just said, and this is something that people need to really think about. Of course, I'm gonna repeat what I heard, which is absolutely true. And this came from old school Josiah. We was talking one day about all of these people who talking about when it come to the get down, we don't do that no more. And Joe made it real clear. No, it ain't that we don't do it no more. It's that you can't do it.
Exactly.
So the difference between what we do and what you can't do is a mile away. So the
Yeah.
fact is, I still maintain and will continue to maintain my original style of dance, even within adjusting myself to dance with 8 counters to help them along, because I know that they don't know nothing else. So I work along with them in my dance to do that, but I'm still going to do me. Now, in that, the funny thing is, a lot of women that I've danced with, when they're finished dancing with me, they're like, "Ooh, wow." Like that was, they liked it. They liked it because it wasn't the routine that they are accustomed to. They like that type of dance because it's a challenge, because it gives them something else to shoot for. One of the biggest mistakes I think that comes from a lot of these instructors when it comes to the 8 count is that they don't teach these people that the 8 count is nothing more than the entry level to the dance, not
Exactly.
the dance. This is
No.
all this is to get you acclimated to the pattern that we use within the get down.
Right.
But they don't tell them that. So they make them believe that that making these 8 steps is the dance. If you add a turn here and a turn there, what do they call it? A roll out left, roll out right, all this
Roll
kind of
out.
stuff. That's not the dance. It's just not.
And you true, because the get down is not new. The 8 count is new.
Right.
So we've been doing the get. A lot of people they see us get up there and they see us hit it bang bang. They don't really get the full dance, and that's what I want to give them, because the get down comes from the game, comes from the dance. It's the dance. It was the dance. It was the only dance besides bopping we were doing, and a lot of people couldn't get it. Some people could. You know what I'm saying? And that's why you had a lot of them standing on the wall looking, because when you came into this here, well, they said all the pimps and they was getting down. A lot of them still did. Now they slowed it down, and they slowed it down so other people could be involved. But man, you had the get down was for the elite, and it was the next level, man. That was Maserati, man. When you came in there, and like I say, man, you wanted the guys was showing to us from the south side, from west side, from the east side, 43rd, 39th, 22nd, State Street, the hundreds. You had guys from there, 60,
all over the city,
79th
from all
Street,
over the city,
from everywhere,
converge on one joint.
And you had a lot of guys in those different areas who had that get down in them. So we was like Reggie Malcolm said, we were trying to see who was the best at it.
Right.
So that's where you will see guys get together. You'll see 2 guys hit each other. That's what it was, man. So, ain't nothing fun about nobody getting up there doing that. None of that.
But now I'm going to show you
a lot
something.
Of guys who see us,
I'm going to show you something real cold, though. Like you just said earlier, right? When people stop what they doing to watch the get down, that lets you know right there where the real dance is, okay? But I'm going to show you something even colder than that. One of my children who been around stepping and old school music her whole life, okay? She 30. And I'll never forget, one day, we showed her a video of Ty Skippy.
Right.
And she say, "I want to dance like that." When she found out about his passing, oh man, she was upset. She was like, "And I never got to dance with him." Well, she wasn't really into it like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I wanted her to be, but I never forced my kids to do anything. But now she's like, "Man, I'm a start stepping now. I'm a really start stepping." I'm like, okay, good. But my point is that there's a magic in it. There's a thing in that will fulfill you in this dance if you embrace it. Like this letter that Gucci wrote. There are far too many people teaching something or thinking they're teaching something that they don't know nothing about. And they need to stop it. And that's why we got you, Mr. Bowen, that's about to bring this game full circle.
Yeah. I mean, because it's needed, man. It's needed because, like I said, what I see. But I understand, because you got 98% of the guys out here instructing, they can't even do the get down.
No.
If you ask them, They can't even show you.
Nope.
And it was the history of stepping at one time. It was all of stepping, besides bopping. A lot of guys was doing it a little smoother, but we was out there working it. You know what I'm saying? All the best of the best. You know what I'm saying? On footwork, you seen them get down. You know what I'm saying? Even if you didn't have a lot of footwork, you got out there with some. You tried to do your best. They weren't doing all them spins and turns.
That's right.
You know, you got some. You know, and it's funny, man. I'll look at some of the old schools, and you'll put up some posts and talk about something, and you have some people. I don't know if they're worried about people gonna be their friends or whatever like that. Instead of telling the truth, they'll go along with some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Instead of letting the people know the true history and knowing damn well we didn't do all them turns back then. No, we did not.
No.
Okay, it's rare that you got a couple of smooth turns and you pulled a woman to you, and you went back out and you danced. But you did not do a lot of turns because we were too busy moving our feet. We didn't have time.
Right. That's right.
And you had to pay attention to what you were doing, for you be sitting in somebody's lap.
I'm about to say you show better.
Right. So that's my reason, like I say, for getting out to do it, because all I want to do, if you're gonna put it out here with the right way. You know what I mean? I don't want them to water it down, and I don't want to put no cut out here on it.
Well,
you know
now I'm about to play devil's advocate. I'm about to piss you off now.
No, you ain't.
What you say? No, I ain't. No, you ain't. What happens when, and it's going to happen, what happens when the get down, which is becoming more popular now, what happens when these instructors who don't know the game, who ain't up on it the way they need to be up on it, what happens when these cats start teaching the get down that they don't know how to do? And they out here giving guys female turns and all that type of thing. What you gonna do, Tony?
I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. I'm telling you what's gonna happen, and I stand on this. If I see them doing it, they get shut down if they ain't doing it right.
Nah.
I will come to your class and shut it down.
Nah.
Yes, I will.
Y'all heard it here first.
You ain't gonna be out here doing this like that. And the killing part about it, if you wanna, I don't have a problem with you teaching it, but teach the right way. And if you don't know it, come and learn it.
Now, that part right there. Get with somebody that know what they're doing and learn it first before you start calling yourself teaching it.
It's all right. Don't go out here teaching it. No, it ain't going with no 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good, then that ain't happening. Ain't gonna be none of that. You're gonna come out here and step. You're gonna, if you choose to do it, everyone can do it. Anybody can do it. The babies can do it. We was babies when we started.
That's right.
Hold on, man. I got somebody knocking at the door. Hold on 1 second.
That's all right. Take care of your business, man. So look, y'all heard it here first. Y'all heard what the man said. The man said, you understand me? The man said, ain't gonna be none of them shenanigans. You dig? He gonna shut you down. Hey, look, right quick while we got a little break in there. So let me show y'all this right here. This right here, y'all see my sweatshirt? This is Chicago Steppin. You dig? Is a whole vibe. That's from my girl Sharnice over there in Chicago. That's that Shah Rashawn, you understand me? So y'all be sure to get y'all one of them cool hoodies like I got. I got a black on black one and I got this red and black one, you dig? Because inside Steppin is red and black, you dig? So that's what we doing. But yeah, Tony, that's you know.
Back to what I was saying.
Going back to what you were saying, man.
No,
we had to throw that little quick commercial in there.
Hey, it's you know, I want them to teach it, but I ain't gonna let you say take this out here and teach it the wrong way.
Nah.
And if to your viewers, if they want to learn it, like I say, we're gonna be moving around with it. We got teaching here, and we'll be showing. We got a lot of guys who can teach it, but some guys don't have time. The guys I chose, I talked to and we discussed it. Sean Bandy, Jamil, them brothers. You know what I'm saying? They the closest to it than, you know, and it's than old school than anybody else out here doing.
All right. What they call them? Qualified individuals.
Yes, I talked to guys and I knew, and you got guys out of town, a lot of them ain't here. So I picked personally the guys I felt who was best could teach it fundamentals and teach it right. I don't want to confuse the people with all the I don't want to confuse the people with all the real heavy stuff about it,
Right.
because you got to learn the basics before you can get into that. You see, a lot of that we learned
Right.
when we came into it. We didn't just come into it doing all that. Once we learned it, we start creating them. We start creating a lot of stuff you see us do. We created. A lot of stuff you see me do, I created on my own. I might have got a few moves from a few guys and switch it up, but most of the moves and footwork I do, I created on my own, man. You know what I'm saying? So, being creative is good.
Well, you know what?
But
Hold up. Let's put a bookmark right there. I'm glad you said that, because let's talk about how, and this is something that the people out there need to understand, especially these new steppers. 10 years, 15 years, y'all need to hear this. And then, yes, you're new. You're supposed to make this dance yours. You're not supposed to be looking like everybody else. One of the whole things about the stepping game when we came up was your individuality, your uniqueness. Your clothes help to make you unique. That's why cats had stuff made and the whole nine. So the whole thing, like what you saying right now, Tony, the things that you created and the things that you did to set you apart from everybody else. Everybody in this game needs to understand that this dance is supposed to be made your own with your style. Help me out.
I mean, and I got to tell people, I'll show people, even I don't try to change nobody down. Even if I see they do something, what I try to do is show them how to improvise, put your dance in. Because you got to be on your timing, got to still be on point. You got to have it written. You got to be on beat with the record that you're dancing to. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of us, we didn't just, so they'll know. No, you don't just do the get down off the JBs, okay?
Right.
So y'all know. We got a whole, you're going to hear that music.
They be looking at you sideways. You put that Loggins and Mancino on,
when you put the
Jack.
James Brown on, they look up on the wall. It's like, no, we got a lot of music that make you do that get down.
That's right.
That you dancing before that, because if you get up there, like I said, do a whole record getting down, you ain't gonna make it to a whole lot more of them.
You ain't gonna make it to the end of the set, Jack.
You make it to the right. So the get down came. It's like,
especially at this age.
We dance like we was part of the band, man. You hit an instrument, you let your feet do the talking, and you do the walking. You understand me?
That's
so
right.
A lot of times I'm telling people, now you see us do that. It's all right. It just looked like that, but it took a long time for us to get that, man. We didn't just get it overnight. When I first, let me just use an example. The very first time I wanted to do that, I seen my sisters them doing it. So my buddy them was doing it. So we was going to school. We was coming out of grammar school, and we played. Let me tell you, we played hooky to go do that. I wanted to see this, right?
Yeah.
And do it. So we doing it. So I'm up there trying to do what they showing what I'm doing. But I ain't just quite getting it right. You know what I'm saying? So we in there, we call it dancing off them songs, man, and doing it. They getting down. Now they been getting out there. And it's just like, man, it took me a whole day to get it. But when I got it, all hell broke loose.
See that?
I was killing.
Hey.
I already knew how. And I had fancy feet. I knew how to do footwork because, like I said, I was a James Brown specialist with the slide, all that type stuff. So all we did was like, I improvised. Once I learned it, I started doing stuff, man. It was like, let me see if this works. See, I had to do, and that took a lot of practice because I still had to remain on point. I still had to be on beat with the record. And if I'm dancing with a partner, we had to be dancing together. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, a lot of times I try to tell people, you'll see a lot of us guys grab each other because back in the days, it wasn't a lot of women doing it.
Right.
So we would do that. You know what I'm saying? You had some women who would get down, but it wasn't a lot. So my thing is, I want women into it, and I want women to be doing it more so now than it just be the guys, because they can do it. They just got to know how to take them hits.
That's
That's
right.
what we call it, ladies. And any dance you do, whether it's new school, old school, original, whatever you do, the man is the lead. You
Now,
got to be there. You got to take the hit. That's what we
that's
call
right.
it.
Now,
So
let
I'm
me
just
show you
giving you
something.
old school term.
I'm gonna tell you something now. Couple of things. Number one, it's funny when you talk because you know everybody got their own sort of history to this dance or how they started and you know that kind of thing. And I remember, man, back in the day when we'd be on the block and the cats that was a little older than me, which I like to refer to as second generation steppers, cause see, there's I call it in generations. First generation was right after the boppers. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That was the Pretty Ricky and them. You know,
Right.
I
That
call
was
them
right.
first generation. They went from bopping into stepping, and then you got the second generation steppers, which I refer to, which is y'all's crowd, and then I'm a third because I came up because y'all are a little older than me by about 4 or 5 years, so I came up right
Right.
behind that group. Now, I was sitting there and I was sitting up there thinking. I remember a time when, you know, we be coming up. You know, us younger cats, we be on the block with the older cats. You know, they had their cars out there and all that. We couldn't drive yet. You know, that kind of thing, and they'd be out there drinking, man. And we would take, and we get in on it too, us shorties, because we wanted to know too. We following up behind them, and we put that empty styrofoam cup on the ground and get that footwork around that cup without knocking it over. See, that styrofoam cup real light. You got to watch what you're doing. You understand?
Let
And
me
if
tell
you
you
knock it
something. You
over,
had to
you
be
got to
light.
take a drink.
But you know what? You had to be light because the wind from your moves could knock the cup down.
Especially if you got on a pair of them good old-fashioned baggies, you dig?
Bell bottoms. You got bell bottoms on.
Don't play no games.
We had bell bottoms, man.
Yes, sir. Now,
yeah, but like I said, man, go ahead.
one of the things I want to say right quick, and Keisha Reese just brought this up, and it goes back to what you was just
Hey,
saying
Keisha.
about the dance. Oh, Keisha Reese, that's my homegirl right there. She
Hey,
said, and
Keisha.
also tell them about dancing to the lyrics. And this is a very critical point because too many times, too many people, they don't even listen to the music no more. All they got in their head is 8 counts, and they get stuck there. And they're not listening to the music, man. They're not enjoying the dance. They focused, uber focused on making 8 counts.
It's hard. Let me tell you something. It's hard to focus. It's doing two things at one time ain't easy. But trying to dance and focus on some words or music and count ain't easy for a lot of people. It's hard
Hell
for
no.
them. It's hard for them to just do the dance, but you want them to count and focus on the music. That's a little bit too much. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And see, everybody that come in, let me show you what I do with people who count. And I meet them, and I'll dance with them, and I'll stand up, I'll show them. Try to dance, try to dance without counting, and see how much easier it is for you.
Man. Well, Michael
Focus on
Williams
me.
just said, hey, Brian and Brick, a whole lot of them have to learn to hear and listen to the music. Their basic steps have to be on point for the freestyle get down. Remember, they didn't grow up in the Shy. Well, I agree with that. But that
Exactly.
right there is the problem when it comes to all these people who take the dance outside the city, and those who have come up outside the city that don't know the history or the culture, and they call themselves teaching something, and they can't teach what they don't know. So the people who get in the dance, and there's a lot of them out here, are missing all of that. So, like, I get it. You're right. They're not from the crib. And that's the unfortunate part about some of these people that call themselves teaching this.
And see, and you don't have to, let me say something to you. You got people that come here from out of town, some people, some guys, some women, and they get down, they get it.
Yes,
They listen.
yes, there are a bunch
And
of
they
them.
become,
I love them
I've
folks out of
danced with
California. Some of them is cold.
Town, some females, and I've let them know, you can go. You know what I mean? It's all right. But they want it.
Right. Now, that
They
part
listen.
right there, you either want it or you don't.
Yeah, you got to want this, man. You can't, if you doing Chicago Steppin, just because you see everybody else doing it, not because you really want to do it, you ain't gonna get it. You ain't gonna get it. You just gonna be doing something, and it ain't gonna be what you really want to do. You just gonna be doing something, man. Following the steps, following whatever you follow. Because like I said, man, you got to want to do this, and you got to want to be good at it. The only reason I even got into stepping back in the 70s, because what I seen, man, I wanted to really do that, and I wanted to be one of the best at it. Because it was like growing up, we was competitors.
Absolutely.
We was competitors in sports. We ain't just steppers, and we athletes too.
Yeah.
I played all sports. I should be a quarterback.
Speaking of which, I'm going to throw this out here. I bet you there's a lot of people who did not know that Ty Skippy was an all-star baseball player.
They don't know.
A lot of people don't know how much of an athlete that dude was.
It's a lot of steppers, a lot of legends that played baseball, softball.
Absolutely.
Look here, man. We played at a high level. You know what I'm saying? If I hadn't got shot in the foot, I would have been the pro.
Nah.
You dig what I'm saying?
That's right.
That's how good we were with sports. And we took that competitiveness even to the dance. So that's why you will see us do, get down. It was an elite dance of the dancing. You'll see most of the guys who get up there, they were pretty good. They were pretty good athletes too. And they was doing them streets. We did anything we did, we took pride in it. And we did it the best of our ability, you know what I'm saying?
Now, Tony, I got a question here. I got a question here from Jamila Salam. She says, hey, Brian and Chef, how can a woman maintain femininity with the get down? Can she still be smooth and feminine-like? That's a good question.
Yes, you know what? She can.
She can.
If you look,
I've seen it.
I want y'all to notice too. Yeah, I'm gonna show you something. I'm gonna show you. I put up a video with me and Roxy, and it was just a tad, but that was one of the perfect examples of how you can still remain your femininity. She didn't. She wasn't. Oh, she didn't look. She was a woman doing her thing. If you look, if y'all want to see old school, that's why I put that page up. Old school heavy hitters. That's why I put that page up, because I only put old school on there. I don't put no new school. I don't put no nothing. That page is strictly for old school music. All that, cause we don't have a lot of exposure with that. So that's why I put that page up there. So if you want to see, you'll see the old school dances. You'll see the getting down. You'll see. I posted that. I posted that because of that, because I want women to see that you can still maintain.
Let me say this.
Woman and get out with us.
Let me back up on this whole question.
Go
the
ahead.
reason the question is even a question is because the get down has particular earmarks that go against what the 8 count is how the 8 count is being taught. Okay. The reason that is even a question is because most people in stepping do not understand that there really is no old school, there is no new school. They gave these two names as categories for a contest. It's still the same dance, okay?
Exactly.
Yes, a woman can take and be just as feminine in the get down as any other part of the dance because she has decided to make it her own. Every woman has a certain je ne sais quoi about herself and her own flavor, and she can take and make that thing look just as fly on the feminine side as the man does on the male side. This is what we mean when we say you have to understand the culture and the history of the dance in order for it to make sense for you as a new stepper.
But see, even with the women doing the get down, the man that's leading you, he gonna help you keep it like that. He's supposed to know. If I do the get down with you, I'm not gonna make you do everything I do. I'm gonna let you show your feminine. I'm gonna let you show yours. I'm gonna let you do your thing, because I want them to see that part of that. It ain't just about us, okay? It's about us. All right, me and my partner doing our thing.
That's that 3-minute romance, baby.
Yeah, that's it. It's gonna come a time. That's why I encourage women to be creative, because it's gonna come a time if you get up. If I dance with you, and I see you over there, because some of you women, y'all can't wait. We be dancing with y'all, and y'all won't do footwork, and we don't even, we don't have a clue what some of y'all be doing. But I see you want to do it. When I see that, as a guy dancing with you, I say, okay, she got some footwork. Let me let her do her thing.
Right.
So what I'll do is we get out. I'm gonna let you do it. Now don't be playing when I let you do it. I need to go on do your thing, and that's when you do it. You ain't got no business doing it. Just doing it because we up here dancing. You just won't do what you want to do. I ain't lead you into none of that. I'm the lead. The man is the lead. I don't care what nobody told you. Even with your footwork, he's supposed to let you know when he dancing with you, let you go and do your thing. He's supposed to lead you into that. You don't just come because you see me doing footwork. Don't mean you do footwork. That ain't
Now I've
how
seen
that
some of these women complain. I've seen this before, and I just we got a comment on this thread that somebody said that sometimes these guys won't let your hand go and let you do your thing.
But it's because they don't know.
That
I
part.
just said
That
he's
part.
supposed to know that. It's like I just explained. If he don't, it's just because he doesn't know.
Right.
It ain't because he don't want you to do your thing. Because we do that. Any woman dance with me that got footwork and style, and I see it. I'm dancing with you.
You
I'm
can
your
tell.
partner.
You can tell who they are.
I'm paying attention to what you do in your dance, your dancing. You see what I'm saying? Because I want to see that. So when I see it, I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna bag up off of you. You understand? I even notice when you run out of footwork, come back and pick you up. It's like I'm gonna drop you off now and pick you up later. Do your thing, okay?
See there? I like
But
that.
he's
I'm gonna
supposed to
drop y'all here.
recognize that.
Be back
And
to pick
fellas,
you up later.
if you on here, you're supposed to do that for them. So you don't
Right.
have to worry about them throwing you off. Let them do their thing.
But
But
now
y'all
you
supposed
think
to know
about
how
it,
to do.
Tony. It's so many men out here who look. Let me tell you like this. I'm about to drop a gem. I'm about to drop one on everybody.
Okay.
And they don't. And this is. Some people say maybe that sometimes my equations, my analogies, are unusual,
Right.
and sometimes people like my analogy, sometimes they don't. But I'm gonna say this right here. This dance has given a lot of men the swag they never had and never understood. Some of these guys have been lulled into a false sense of security. If you as a man, and I'm talking to my fellas right now, do not understand the dynamics of what it takes in order to woo, sway, persuade, coerce, or seduce a woman, your dance is gon' struggle. Okay? Yeah, I know that sounds like a
You
bit
got to
much.
have that first, man. That's saying that.
You
Hey,
got to
you
have
got to
some
have some
flavor in
swag,
your
man.
shit.
You got to
Now,
have that, man.
here go the other thing. When you have that, not only does your dance improve because of your level of confidence, but the ladies will follow you more closely. If you're not the kind of man that understands what a woman needs in general, you're going to struggle in the dance. These women come to these sets, and it's so many of them. It's more of them than it is us. They come there to dance. They don't come there to play no games. They want their dances too. They didn't go spend all that money on them shoes and them dresses to look good and put on them makeup and some of them big old eyelashes some of them wear. They didn't come do all of that to sit and not get danced and romanced on that floor for 3 minutes.
Right.
So
You know what I tell ladies? I dance with some of them. I dance with a lot of them, as you know, because they gonna come get you. But I let them know. This one thing I'm keen with a woman. When you come out to dance, and you want to come, especially when you come to Chicago, it might not be best for you to wear them high heels if you can't really dance in them. Because see, up here we gonna put it on you. You find just like men have to do. Find the best shoe for you that fits, that's comfortable.
that's comfortable. That's right.
You don't have to always wear the prettiest shoes in the store. You probably can't dance in the shoes. Red bottoms and all that, it's not for that. I tried that. So I'm just gonna tell you. I tried that. No.
See?
Even alligator, look here, I wear gators. I tried that. They don't give like we need. You
Right.
got to find a shoe,
With the right
men
soles.
and women, that fits right, feels good. If you dance in the shoe first dance and your feet hurt, don't wear that shoe no more.
You know what I miss that I wish I could
You
get my
want to
hands
dance.
on now?
You want to dance in the shoe. When you get to at that party, that you still can walk out that party in the same shoes. Women,
Tony,
stop
you know
buying
what I
them.
miss that I could wish I could get my hands on now?
What?
A fly ass pair of 40s.
No, you don't, man. Man, let me tell you something, man. You talking about some 40.
I like them
See,
shoes.
they don't have a clue. See, before the 40, man, we had Cuban heels on, man. You know what that was? That was damn near like a high heel, man. Stacked,
Yeah,
they just
I
tightened it
remember.
up. That right, man. We was out. Look here. The get down was real for real, and we
real,
was
for
out
real.
there getting it, man. Man, they brought the heel down with the 40. But man, we had look at the Cuban heel was like this, man, like
Yeah.
damn near almost 3 inches, some shit like that. Folk,
Hey.
we was out there that they Cuban heel, man, and for the best dancers, won because he was good. It kept you on your toes. You know what I'm saying?
Look here, Reggie Miles say busters are still busters. So
Stop. Hey,
and
Professor.
look, Regina Freeman say men who are weak leads with weak wrists make me nauseous. See?
But you get. Let me say something, ladies. Let me say this to the ladies. Sometimes it's all right for y'all to teach. If you run up on a guy and you see, let me tell you, women helped me a lot. A lot of women helped me for us to dance when I was younger. That had it. That was good. Because you got a lot of women out here that's really good that can show you. So if you got that and you dance with a guy, it's all right to help him out. Teach him, help him get on point. Well, you know what? That's like men intimidate y'all. Women intimidate some men. But I tell in fellas, if you see a woman that intimidates you and you think she's that good, that's the woman you need to be dancing with.
Nah. Yeah, absolutely. Everybody need to step their game up. If you see somebody that look like they intimidate you, that's who you need to be dancing with, because that's how you step your game up.
That's how you get your shit together.
Now, Ann Sanders, she say, so what is the right music to step to? That has changed as well. Absolutely. While Casper talking about come see me. I guess Casper got a closet full of 40s. I'm sure he do. Look.
He's stupid, man.
Look.
What's up, Casper?
So Ann Sanders says, so what's the right music to step to? Before you go off, Brick, I'm going to say this. I personally am struggling with this new style of music that we dealing with. As a DJ, I don't often like to play a whole lot of new school. I still love my old school staples. In fact, I went skating Saturday night, and I think I got kind of pissed off because I was looking at I was at the skating rink here, and you know we have guys that come up from Chicago all the time. Matter of fact, we got an event coming up here. My girl Tiffany we got a skate set coming up. The JB Experience. We're gonna be JB skating all night over there, and a lot of people come from Chicago for that. But the guys would take and mix a little bit of JBs with some of this newer stuff, man, and it's happening the same way in the steppers community. And I'm like, man, first of all, nothing James Brown ever made need to be mixed. That was damn near perfect music.
Nothing. Right.
Nothing about a JB song needs to be mixed. Period.
Right.
He did the mixing
Right.
on stage in the studio. That's done. You don't need to touch that. And it kind of bothers me. And I do play some songs that have an old school, new school remix. But I personally I don't like to watch people get taught in some of these classes by some of the music they're learning to dance to, because it's not giving you the true essence of the dance.
Of the
and this
music.
goes back to people
Exactly.
not knowing. The same way they don't know to instruct, they don't know what music to play, not really.
They don't know the music. And I'll tell you know what I tell people about the music. I'm gonna give this and to all of you who listen. You dance off music that you feel, that
Yeah.
touches you, that touches your soul with rhythm. That's the music you dance on. If you just hearing music and it's not doing nothing else for you as far as spirituality, because see the music we danced off of, that music touched us.
Made you
That
feel
music
some kind of
made
way.
us feel. It felt good to us. It was,
Damn right.
you know, it's like, hey, it was, man, it was good. It still is today. And so that's why we be passionate about a lot of things, because, and it meant something. You know what I'm saying? We dance to music. So when you dance to music, if you just hear some music, and it's not, if you sitting down and that music ain't make you want to move, that ain't the music for you.
That's right.
I
I
promise
agree.
you. Make
I
it
agree
touch your soul,
100%.
you know, because that's what it's gonna come from, you know, and that's just that simple, man. You know, so I mean that's why you'll hear, you know, I'll play in Reggie Miles, because still today that's the best music ever been made, man. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And that's just it, man. So I tell people, it brings the best out of you that you don't even know you got in you. That other
Mm-hmm.
music that doesn't, it don't. So, you know, that what made me the music. And all music from everywhere, from every culture. You got music, everybody. We are the only group and dancing, stepping,
Mm-hmm. That's
black
right.
people,
That's right.
who dance off all music. We
That's right.
dance off white folk music, we dance off African, we dance off R&B, we got some Hispanic music, we got Russian music, we got music from all cultures.
That's right.
Y'all don't
Absolutely.
even know.
In
Y'all don't
stepping.
even know. You
You
don't
know,
even
that's
know
right.
who made. You hear a lot of these music. This you
That's
don't even
right.
know who made it,
Look,
and it comes from different countries.
showed on, and
But
that's right.
we do this.
Yeah,
A lot of people don't know that. I
that's
mean,
right.
it's good to listen to music. If it's got that rhythm and it sounds good, listen to it. You don't got to know where it come from. You can find that
Absolutely.
out later. You know what I'm saying?
Now look, hey Tony, look, I got a fella on the line on the live right now. This dude right here, Mr. Edward Burton, Edward Grace Child Vibe Man Burton. This man is right here in San Antonio. I just hooked up with him the other day. He got a
Okay.
live band. He's playing stepping music. I'm getting ready to throw a set with a live stepping band. Now, we gonna do something different.
Let me tell you something. Let me say this to you. It's funny. After I talked to you earlier, I thought, let me tell you something. I'm the only person with a set ever did that.
See?
Let me tell you, my band, the band, I had live music every set. But we only played, I had the best band. And you got to come have some real singers.
Hey,
Because if you're
look.
going to do good singer who sings the music the right way.
Hey, I'm gonna show you something too. While you playing, if you ever been to a salsa set, a real salsa set, they playing live music. They
Yeah.
getting it in. We got a
Yeah.
bunch of them down here. Oh, they clowns. Yes, sir.
But that's the best, man.
Yep.
Nothing that's better than that. If you
I
got
agree.
a band that can play it and play it to their potential, you know. I don't like let me say something. Even when I had bands, my band, I let them know. I don't want a lot of cut on this. If you can't do it like this, let me know. I'm gonna get somebody who can. I
Tony,
want it
by the
like
way,
this.
Rochella says she says she an old school and she dance with you and she love you.
And that's my sister. I love her. And I'm
That
getting her.
Rochella, that's my
She
girl
don't-
right there.
She don't call me.
Rochella, I
Hey,
promise not
Rochella,
to scare you no
I
more.
love you
Look,
so
I walked
much.
up
That's
on her
my-
at the doggone
Hey,
Black and Bling, man. She about jumped out her chair. I promise I
That's my
won't scare you no
dog.
more, Rochella.
You better wear your mask. I know that much.
So
All
Tony,
y'all. That's right.
before we get up out of here,
Hey, man, I appreciate this, man. I
tell
appreciate
these
it.
people where they can get with you to get this get down, because they gonna want, man, that's gonna be like crack, Jack.
You
They
know
gonna
what?
be
But
they
the
gonna be
only
blowing
reason
you up.
I haven't posted because I'm doing it in February, but I'm gonna post the spot because I had 3 spots in mind. Okay, and it's crazy. The main spot I really wanted. I got a text last week. I talked to the man.
Okay.
Me and him rap. He was gonna give me the spot, and I got a text from a friend of mine telling me that the man passed away. And it's
Wow,
just
I'm
crazy.
sorry to hear that.
I hadn't thought about the man, but I knew he had a spot. It's a real big spot. That's what I wanted because
Okay.
I could do the jam and have people come and dance.
Right.
So
Got room to
the
move
other
around.
2 spots I'm waiting on the man to give me. He said he's gonna get with me between tomorrow and Thursday. So I will know, and I'm gonna post it. But you can if you are interested in the real get down Chicago style, you can inbox me. Tony Anthony. It's up here, Tony Anthony. I got a lot of different
You got
names.
about
for you.
15 names.
Tony Anthony.
I have to decide which one to call him.
Man, Tony Anthony is what I use, man. You know, so that's which one. And inbox Sean Bandit, Jamil. You can inbox them too, and let us know. And we're gonna make sure that you get your invite because it's gonna be the best. Nothing like, and you're gonna see people there that you've never even probably seen out at these sets, that who was back there with us coming, because it's a lot of guys. You know, they say that's why they don't come out, man, because it has changed so much, and it's so, and the DJs don't play the music. You know, you come, even though we come out, we want to hear, and we still want to hear the music that, you know, we want to hear the music.
The staples. Yeah, you want to hear the stuff that made it what it is.
I don't want to go to no party and I don't hear, look here, if all I got to hear is music from the 90s to now, I might not be at your party.
Now, Reggie Miles makes a great point, and I agree with this 100%. If you are new to the dance, find yourself a Chicago mentor. But now, let me add to that, Reggie. Not just a Chicago mentor, because you got a lot of people, a lot of liars.
Right.
They claim, and I got some right here in this city who claim they from Chicago, and they ain't. And even some of the ones that are, they don't know what they talking about. They don't know what they doing. Make sure the person that you decide to align yourself with is reputable. Make sure that somebody know who they are. They can be properly vetted, and they come well recommended. Don't just accept anybody, but yes, get you a Chicago mentor.
If you my friend and they tell you they from Chicago, you got doubts, inbox me a picture, I'm going to tell you.
Nah, that part right there.
Somebody did that.
Because we got some colossal liars around here, Jack. These folks.
Somebody did that in a guy.
Man.
And they sent me the picture and they say, he he's from Chicago, and I looked at the picture. And I looked at the dance. I said, you didn't have to add me that. All you had to do was watch him dance. He could show you he ain't from Chicago.
Uh-huh. See ya? Look, man.
Man.
These people. We had a guy,
right.
I'm going to tell you.
Right.
I ain't going to say what part of Texas, but we had a fella, and I'm going to tell you exactly how he played this. He said he was a DJ. He said, oh, yeah, I'm from Chicago. I'm a DJ, whoop-de-whoop, blah, blah, blah. So my wife was chopping it up back and forth with this cat, you know, and he was talking about, you know, trying to do some sets or whatever, trying to, you know, get in where he fit in. Okay, cool. So they had talked, I guess, back and forth for a couple of weeks, and he was like, yeah, I'm over here, whoop-de-whoop. She was like, oh, okay. So next thing I know, we go to the city they in, and we lay up there. Felicia Walker, don't play no games. China Doll, I play it all the time. So we go over there to the set, and he in there DJing. So the host of the set say, oh, yeah, well, you know, dude say he was good friends with y'all. He say he know y'all real well. So, you know, we figured he came well recommended. I was like, I don't know that mother. I don't know him. And then, see, so what he did was he did like the rest of these liars do. They name drop. Let me give y'all a quick pointer. Well, first, let me finish this. Needless to say, he sucked at the party. They actually put him out and put another DJ in the booth. But let me say this, y'all. Be careful about the people who claim that they one thing or another. Now, I want y'all to listen closely to this. For my new people, if somebody approach you and they want to call themselves an instructor, they claim they a DJ, they claim any of these things that they in the steppers world. If they start naming names and dropping names and talking about who they know and making phone calls like they all buddy with people, red flag. Red flag. People who in this game that know what they doing, they ain't got to brag on it. They ain't got to be talking about who they know. They ain't got to be making up no lies and stories.
None of
because if they who they say they are, you'll know. Watch that. Name droppers, what it is, red flag.
That's right.
Watch them.
But you got a lot of guys who do that, man. It's like, you know, that's one thing about Chicago. And before a lot of this new stuff came, even Chicago being big, You might not know a person's name, but you know that person that on the
You
set.
gonna know their face. How many years you walk
Right.
up in the club, Tony, and see
Yeah.
the same cat you've been seeing for 10 years? You know
Right.
who, you know of him,
It's
you
a
know
lot
who
of
he
guys.
is.
Man, I've been seeing it's guys. You know, I'm glad they ain't on here because they be looking at. It's a lot of guys been on the set for 20, 30 years. I still don't know their name. I
Look,
promise you I don't.
I know grown ass men going around these days friending people and making up conversations and start trying to be friends with people so they can be somebody. I'm gonna tell y'all another
Right.
thing. Them folks, and I ain't talking about everybody, but I'm telling you this, be careful about the people who want to always be up in the picture with everybody. They want to see, that's them clout chasing. They want to be
Them the
popular.
ones so they can
They
show
want to
they
be
show it
important.
later.
They want to make it look, oh, look, see who I took a picture with. Man, I took a picture with one of my partners, a cat I've been knowing for decades. You hear me? And the picture went up on Facebook. And you know this other clown came on my thread that don't know his ass from a hole in the ground. Talking about, oh, I see you took a picture with one of my boys. Really? Really? How much you know about this cat? Because this the same cat, from what I knew him, you'll mess around and get your head peeled. You understand me? And I'm just sitting there looking at him like, really, bro?
Cats don't even come to us like that, man. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's because you at home. If you was outside Chicago, I promise you, man, listen, you'll be surprised what I run across. You'll be surprised what I run across outside the city, man. It's some clowns out here, baby. Some straight up clowns. I promise you it is. And that's another thing. See, let me show you something. That's another thing. The people who don't live in Chicago, these people out here in the steppers world at large outside the city, they don't understand boundaries. They don't understand the code. They don't understand the respect. Some of the stuff these people do out here, they'll get slapped in their mouth at home. Straight up.
Man, you know what, man? We've gotten so much better because you know we don't play that. And
Oh, I know.
Things, you know
I done gave a whole bunch of passes out here, bro. I promise
you. You know, you just try to be cool because when you do slap one of them, they're gonna be talking about, you know, how you this and that.
You already know what's gonna happen. They're gonna call the police. Oh, he hit me in the mouth.
Some of these guys be needing to get checked. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They be needing to get checked, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they call me to keep me from checking a lot of them because you know I be wanting to check them. And
Man.
it's like, man, it just be cool. Just because they be out of pocket, man. You know, they be talking crazy to you like something. Man, we don't play, all right? You know, we try to be nice as we can and respectable, but you got some, they just go a little bit too far. You know?
Well, here's the
They
thing.
do, man.
As much as there are things that I have seen and things that have been said by some of these folks, the saving grace in this is that I know that if I haul off and do what I do and what I'm known for, I'm gonna get a game of black eye. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
I ain't trying to get a game of black eye. I don't want Steppin to
Right.
become what it was known for back in the day. I don't want that association
man.
to come back. You understand what I'm saying? So I try as hard as I can. And see, that's why now I stay to myself, because too much been done and too much been said, and my patience has run out. So now it's best that I stay off to myself, and you know, we do the best we can. I'm still a work in progress. That's all I can say. But let that be fair warning to those out there that's been around my circle that don't know how to control themselves. Stay your ass away from me.
He working on me. He working on me. He ain't done. So you might want to wait till he get done before you pull it. So
Right, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Look,
Like,
my
man,
girl
we
Regina
all
say,
like-
maintain your brand. That's right, Regina. I'm working on
They be the
maintaining
man-
my brand.
They be the man, Regina. Y'all be the man. One time, who you mean? No, all
Yeah.
these people, same time they get to you, they'll do it.
Look,
You know-
I ain't mean. Let me tell you something. This is what I tell folks. See, because you got them ones that call you arrogant and all kind of stuff. And I tell them like this. I'm not arrogant. That's my confidence bumping up against your insecurity.
That's all
See?
that is. That's confidence.
Don't be mad at me. Be mad at yourself. You understand? That's what you do. But you know,
and not just that. I teach confidence class. It's all right.
nah.
You need to have that. If you're gonna be a dancer, you got to get you some confidence.
See there? You show better.
Man,
Hey, that's
no
that swag we was talking about.
confidence. Yeah, you got to. You
got to have that.
it. You got to have it.
Like Reggie said, busters gonna be busters.
Right, get out to catch him. They say get out the mustard and catch up.
You know,
Right.
that's right. That's right.
But you
Well,
know what, man? It's beautiful, man. Like I say, man, and like he's ready to say, please keep walking alive
keep
and
walking
slow it
alive, baby.
down.
Yes, sir.
Stop running, y'all walking. Okay, please. I understand y'all want to hurry up and get through with the song, but if I, they gotta play. See, they don't play the slow walking songs. That's what I'm gonna play. You'll stop running in. They
Well,
be
you know,
running out there some more.
you
But
got
like I
some of these
said,
guys though.
it's a
They
beautiful
can't.
thing, man.
Some of these cats don't even know how to slow their stepping down, let alone they damn they walking. Man, there's some dudes out here, man. They be, and all I be thinking is I almost feel sorry for some of these women because if they like they dance, somebody in trouble.
But if they only been told a certain way on
Right.
certain music, that's all they gonna know.
That's
I'm
right.
saying. See, we was told to dance. We was told how to adjust our dance on certain songs. That's
Right.
why you got to listen to the song,
That's
because
right.
the song might not have that what you looking for, what you was told. Then what you gonna do?
Mm-hmm.
You gotta adjust to it, you know, whatever. That's the innocent, that's life, even in dancing, you know. So a song come on, we still have to adjust. Man, I mean, we might hear a song we ain't never heard. We gotta adjust our way we gonna dance off of.
That's right. That's
You know what I'm saying? We can't get out there cause see that's the problem. They don't want to adjust to the music because they only want to hear certain music for a certain temperature. You know what I'm saying? And that's like matching beats. And it's like that's not what it's about. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, we can adjust. It ain't no music that I can't do stepping off with. I don't care what is super fast or super slow.
But the real deal is which one do you
Because
want
we
to
learned
step
that.
to? Right.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Oh well shit. If that's the case, I tell you a real test. I tell you a real test for a stepper. For those of you who don't know no better. You wanna learn how to adjust tempo? Put on Loggins and Mancina and dance the whole song. Nah.
And see, but that's a perfect That's a perfect example of the change in the song.
That's right.
And what to get down because in into that song. We slick, we smooth it, we slick, we doing it. And when that you know when it comes, to get down it's real. It's going down.
Pathway to glory, baby.
Non-stop.
Yes, sir.
Non-stop.
Yes, sir.
Pathway to Glory was one. It's a perfect. That's why I tell people, you will see us dance off that. I'm gonna tell you another song is like that. I tell people all the time that Imagination by Earth, Wind and Fire. You will see us dance. They don't get. They think we just jump up there and boom, 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 boom. No, we dancing. We dancing. And that song, that guitar, and that all that make us do it.
Yes,
No,
all
we
of it
just
may make
out
you
there.
feel some kind of way.
Man, you got to switch. When that guitar switch and all that other, man, you got to do what they doing.
Yep.
You
And
was
you
a
ain't gonna
part of
count
the
your way
band.
through that.
You're a part of the band, man. You was a part
That's
of the
right.
band.
And your feet is
Act
your
like-
instruments. Look, and them feet is your instruments. Don't play no games.
Right.
So, damn it, Tony. This been fun, man. I appreciate you coming
Okay.
on and hanging out with your boy, man. I really do.
appreciate you bringing me on, man. You know I love your show. You keep on looking. You
Thank
keep
you,
on
man.
looking doing this show. You keep on exposing with all these people. See, here they go. I'm glad they waited till it was over. So and
Blowing
we
you up.
need that, man. We need what you and Professor do to show the people because they're not gonna get it if they wait on these people to bring it to them all. You know, you'll get more from these conversations and from videos. You'll get a lot. You just have to look and catch it and join the groups that support. You know, you got all these groups out here, but you hardly ever see them push. The originality of what we really do,
Right.
and what it really is about. You know what I'm
Well,
saying? That's
I'm gonna
what
say
more-
this. I consider myself to be fortunate, and I thank the Most High that He bestowed the ability upon me to be able to articulate the things that people are thinking. I'm gonna try as long as I can to use this platform to bring this dance forward, to expose as much as I can about the truth and reality of this dance, and be as transparent as I ever was about what I'm doing. And like I tell anybody, yourself included, and those who know me and been knowing me for a long time, if and when I say something that's wrong, call me on it. Because What we want is the truth, not nobody's feelings. It ain't about nobody's feelings. This is the truth.
There's always room for improvement, and we stand to be corrected if we're wrong.
right.
You know what I'm saying? I try to speak on the best I can of the facts of what I've witnessed, not what people tell me.
Right.
I can't say that, but what I know for sure, what I can put my head on the chopping block about. You know what I'm saying? I stand on that. I stand on what I said. I stand on what we did. I stand on what I was doing when I stand on what I've seen people doing. It ain't nothing, and it's not make believe with me. It's real. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, man, I'm okay. I don't know no other way to be.
Well, the get down is real, and we gonna keep the get down alive. You dig?
And look here, man, y'all make sure. We're going to go live. We're going to videotape. We're going to do all that because we want y'all to see it in its full bloom, you know, and when it's really, we really in it, we dancing. It ain't just that, what y'all see on them videos. That's just what they get because, like I say, it all comes from Chicago originality, the foundation of Steppin. That's just it. That's where it comes from.
Period,
So,
point blank,
I appreciate you, man.
drop the mic.
Yeah. And I don't care what nobody say. None of these instructors, you know, I stand to debate if they really want to, because that's what I do.
Right.
Because I got cold facts. You know what I'm saying?
Speaking of which, look at here, man. We gonna get you down here in the armpit of Texas, man. Come down here and hang out with your boy, and have some fun, man.
Coming down there, man. When I come down there, man, I'm putting Texas on fire again.
So you ready to set it on fire one more time?
Let me tell you something, man. That's
Boy, we had so much damn fun. Yes, sir.
In any place, I've been to a lot of parties.
Mm-hmm.
I'm serious. But when I went to Texas to that heat, that thing, that was one of the best parties I ever. But not just that, the party, the after party.
And look, spot, and the people, man, the people.
I feel like I was at the Eastern Rhine, man.
Thank you. Man, we had such a good time, and it was pure, man. It was pure, it was genuine, wasn't no bad energy. Everybody had a good time.
The music. Listen, man, we dance all night. And you ain't never seen me dance
all day and all night.
I danced all day. I danced all night and woke up dancing and went back. But I didn't dance for 2 weeks when I came home.
Shanetta Johnson said you ain't gonna do nothing light skin. Look, you hear what I said?
Who said that?
Shanetta Johnson said you ain't gonna do nothing light skin.
Shanetta, let me tell y'all something right now. All y'all, when you come up there messing with the chef, be ready, cause I'll be cooking, and you gonna get cooked.
What you talking about?
Don't play,
boy.
the
fish
chef
don't burn in the kitchen.
Man, you already. Hey, when they call me to come, I'm bringing it. Ain't gonna be no non-stop, no cut. Don't be running up there to my look, take it easy on me. I ain't gonna do that. And ladies, let me give y'all some good advice. When you go to these big sets, stop sitting in the back. Okay?
Well, now hold on, Tony. Hold on. Let me say this. Here, the only reason I'm gonna say anything about what you saying right now is because a lot of these big sets be crowded, and they ain't got no choice but to sit in the back. So sometime us fellas, it's our responsibility to walk back there when we can get back there without getting stopped on the way.
Hold on. You know what that means, right?
No.
I'm gonna tell you what that means. Women, you need to get out the mirror and get to the party.
That part. Get there early.
That part.
Don't meet me there, beat me there.
Right. Y'all should be there. Beat us there. We coming because this is the thing. We people want to dance with y'all. But we out here dancing every song. Ain't nobody feel like
can't get off the floor.
Get you walk back to this floor. We already due to be tired. Y'all think we don't get tired.
Mm-hmm.
We dance more than y'all dance. And we dance harder than y'all dance. And we do more in the dance than y'all. So understand that. I'm just giving you some good sound advice at these parties. Get your butt there early. Because see, we gonna grab you if we see you. Especially me. If I see a woman, I see she not getting on that floor. And every time I look up, she over there sitting down, I'm going to get her.
Nah.
Because I know she want to dance.
That's right.
And a lot of these guys, they would dance with their favorite friends. I know they do that.
Yeah.
I don't do that. I don't care. I just want. And when I come over there, you ain't dancing none tonight. Don't be talking about you don't want to dance.
Actually, I'm gonna add to your advice since you just said that. ladies, stop dancing with your damn friends. Here's why. You know how they dance. Dance with these other people. The way you step your dance game up is by dancing with people you ain't never danced before. You're going to get a new experience every time.
I'm going to go out of town and dance, and my friends out of town. I'm not going out of town. I dance with them here all the time in Chicago.
All the time, right.
I be telling them, look, go dance with somebody else. You see me, I'm trying to dance with these people, new people.
Right.
I be trying to dance with new people because I know how they feel. You don't want to be at no party, pay all your money, and buy you a new clothes, and don't nobody dance with you. I don't care.
Hey, Tony. Demetri Kelly say, Brick is such a gentleman.
Hey, Demetri. Hey, D. Hey, man, you know what, man? I just try to make it better for them because, like I say, I understand. You know what I'm saying? And
all
I
right.
see it.
I'm gonna give one more piece of advice, Tony. I want you to give one more piece of advice.
Okay.
Before we go, we gonna close it out.
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, for that matter, here's one thing I want y'all to always know and remember about this dance. It doesn't matter who you dance with. Don't ever have a bad dance. Always find a way with whatever partner you dancing with to enjoy your dance. That will make this a much more fulfilling experience for you and the person you dancing with. And yes, you can do that. Although the man might be a lead, meet him at his level. Men, some of the ladies are more experienced than others and some are less experienced than others. Meet her at her level and give her a good dance. Give each other a good dance, period. If you give yourself a good dance, you'll automatically get him a good dance and everybody will enjoy themselves. Go ahead, Tony.
And I'm going to piggyback off that, ladies and guys. Listen here. The only thing I see advice to do with the dance, in order to be the best you can be with the dance, learn to dance the right way.
Now,
and when you are
dancing,
when you're dancing, and you dance and you feel like you messed up, it's all right to mess up. That's why you practice.
That's
right. Practice and you practice until you get it. Don't stop because you mess up. You keep going.
But Tony, here's the thing though. Can they really mess up? See, that's the whole thing. If you really into this dance and you enjoying your dance, you almost can't mess it up unless you trying to do something or be made to do something that you ain't naturally supposed to be doing.
You know who do the most saying, I think out of women I dance with, you know who it be? It be the women counting.
Yep. And if they ain't counting, they can't mess up.
It be the women counting. Right. They feel like they messed up because they might have messed up the count. And that's why I tell you to continue to dance. Even if you learn to dance with the count. Once you get it and you lock it down, do the best you can to stop counting.
The count is only the entry level to the dance.
You shouldn't have to count no more.
That's right. It's only the beginning of the dance. Yeah. It's only the entry level to the dance.
Once you get the
Yep.
And I appreciate it.
Well, look here, Tony. We're
like
going to get out of here, man. Listen, I appreciate you, my brother. I appreciate you for hanging out with me, man, and making this show what it is. It's cats like you that make Inside Steppin such a great place to hang out. And
I appreciate you.
Yeah, so, man, with all that said, Tony, we're going to chop it up soon, man. I'm looking forward to your schedule and your dates and your location and what you're going to be doing, what you do. Let me know what it is so we can put it out here. I want to make sure the world get to know, you dig, where you at and what you're doing, because, you know, we got, matter of fact, for my local people here in San Antonio, the weekend of the 28th, 29th, we will have Mr. Josiah Burt in the building to kick it with us and do a little bit of instructing. We're going to have him in here. And just so y'all know,
Chicago hitter.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We will be in, I'll be in Las Vegas for the Out of Africa into Vegas set with my girl Antonita Brown over there. I'll be spinning on Sunday, so y'all look for that. Plus, Inside Steppin' will be broadcasting live from the event. We gonna kick it real hard, and your boy will be on the ones and twos over there in Vegas. So y'all get y'all's rooms booked, get your tickets, cause we gonna kick it in Vegas for real. That's February, I believe it's the weekend of the 18th, y'all. So look for that. And man, Tony, let us know, like I said, about when you ready to do your thing, cause we gonna put it on the show.
Okay.
We gonna make sure the word get out. I'm gonna put it out here to the world.
First, you know it.
Yes, sir. We're going to put it out here so everybody can know and we can go and get it in, you dig? Because I need for the get down to get up in people's...
You're going to get it like never before, man.
That's right. We need to get it up in they...
I got to do it while I can. You know what I mean?
Man, what you talking about,
tomorrow ain't promised to us, man. So
say that. Say that right there. All right, Tony. Love you, man. Appreciate it.
Love you too, man, y'all. All right, Pop. I see y'all.
Peace out, brother.
All right.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. The man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Tony Chef Rick Bowen in the building, hanging out with me. I appreciate him for doing that. I want to thank all of y'all for tuning in and hanging out with us. Look, y'all, Inside Steppin' is all about information. Inside Steppin' is all about exposure. It's all about transparency. It's all about making sure that the world gets to understand what it is that we do, why we do what we do, how we do what we do, and how we're going to take it forward while maintaining the respect, the culture, the history, and the clarity about this dance. So y'all, for everybody out there, you dig, that's on the Facebook and all the different places, y'all can always catch these shows back on YouTube. For those of you on YouTube, don't forget to smash that like button. Don't forget to smash that notification button and the subscribe button, because we need that. That helps to keep the show going. Beyond that right there, man, you know, it's so many things that I could say and so many other things I could talk about, but we're going to save it for future shows because we got a lot more coming, man. Y'all stay tuned. This is going to be a 5-year for Inside Steppin'. We got a whole lot to bring you. And if you want your information right, if you want to get the truth, right here. Or you can call Casper. Casper Perry say call Casper. We're gonna call. Matter of fact, Casper, you up next, man. I need to holler at you. We need Casper on the show. Casper got to come drop some of that ism on the world to give us the real game, because you know Casper always got something going on, y'all. So with all that said, man, in the meantime and in between time, I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank y'all very much for coming and hanging out with me. And man, it's a beautiful thing. Inside Steppin', y'all. Have a good night. Enjoy your weekend. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow for The Black Factor, where we talk all things history and black folks. Y'all have a good night. Peace out.